Good morning, children. So please take out your books and few sheets of paper for writing. So today is the fourth session and we'll be continuing with the second chapter, that is sexual reproduction in flowering plants. In the last session we discussed at length about pollen pistil interaction. So when the pollen grain lands on the stigma, it germinates, and then what happens? The vegetative cell, it forms the pollen tube which carries the male gametes into the embryo sac. So all the events that occur right from the landing of the pollen grain on the stigma up to the entry of the pollen tube into the ovule, we call it as pollen pistil interaction. Okay, so now we studied about this. Now we come to the next one, that is artificial hybridization. That is how pollination can be brought about by artificially. So let us first see what is artificial hybridization. Okay, artificial hybridization is the process in which desirable pollen grains are used for pollination and hybridization. Okay, so what is artificial hybridization? It is the process in which only desirable pollen grains are used in the process of pollination and fertilization. Okay, so for artificial hybridization, what is done? A male parent plant with a male parent plant with one or few desirable characteristics and a female parent plant with few desirable characteristics are selected, and then through artificial hybridization the desirable characters of both the plants, the male and the female selected plants, are mixed in order to raise a new variety which we call as the hybrid. Okay, so the major events in artificial hybridization are, you can note down the events in artificial hybridization. Okay, the major steps in artificial hybridization are: number 1, emasculation. Emasculation, emasculation, emasculation. Number 2, bagging. Bagging. Okay. Number 3, hybridization. Number 3 is hybridization, and number 4 is rebagging. Rebagging. So the major steps in artificial hybridization are: number 1, emasculation. Are you writing? Write down. Okay, emasculation. Number 2, bagging. Number 3, hybridization, and number 4 is rebagging. Okay, now what happens? What is emasculation? Now if the plants, especially the female parent plant, okay, if the female parent plant is bisexual, okay, that is, it produces bisexual flowers. Okay, if the female parent plant used for hybridization produces bisexual flowers, then what happens? The stamens are removed. Okay, the stamens are removed at the bud stage. Okay, emasculation, it is the process of removal of stamens from a bisexual flower at the bud condition. Why stamens are removed? in order to prevent cell pollination. Okay, stamens are removed to eliminate the chances of cell pollination, that is prevent cell pollination. So first step is emasculation, right? Now if the plant selected as female parent bears bisexual flowers, then the flowers are to be emasculated. So what is emasculation? It is the removal of stamens at the bud stage from a bisexual flower which is used as a female parent. What is the importance? It prevents cell pollination. Okay. Second step is bagging. Both the flowers of both the male as well as the female parent. Okay, flowers of both male and female parent, they are covered with a bag. Okay, they are covered with a bag in order to prevent contamination. Okay, the flowers at the bud stage are covered, so the male flower as well as the female flower also. Okay, after emasculation, the female flower after emasculation and the male flower both are covered with bags, and this is known as bagging. The bags are made up of either paper or plastic, or polythene bags can also be used to cover the flowers. So the female flowers after emasculation and the male flowers, okay, but at the bud stage only, not after maturity or the flower opens up. Okay, then the third stage is hybridization. Now when the anthers are mature and ready to release the ready to release the pollen grains. Okay, when the pollen grains are ready, mature and ready, and the stigma is also receptive, that is, it is also mature to receive the pollen grains. So when the pollen grains are ready and the stigma is receptive, at that time what happens? The bags are taken out. Okay, bags are taken out. Okay, and then pollen grains are collected and dusted over the stigma of the female flower. Okay, this is what is hybridization. Okay, so pollen grains are collected after maturity and they are dusted over the stigma of the female flower. After this, the next step is rebagging. So what happens? Now the female flower, after it is pollination, okay, it is again rebagged, that is, it is again covered with the bag. Okay, in order to prevent contamination by undesirable pollen grains. Okay, so these are the 4 steps. Emasculation, the process of removal of stamens at the bud stage from the female flowers of the female parent. Okay, then second is bagging. After emasculation, the female flowers are covered with the bag to prevent contamination. At the same time, the male flowers are also covered with a bag. The bags are made up of either paper or polythene or plastic, etc. Okay, then the next stage is hybridization. So during hybridization, what happens? When the pollen grains are ready and the stigma is receptive, the pollen grains are collected and they are dusted over the stigma of the female flower after uncovering the flowers. And then last is rebagging. So in rebagging, what is done? The female flowers, after pollination is carried out artificially, they are again covered with a bag and that is tied. So why? In order to prevent contamination by undesirable pollen grains. Okay. Now what happens? If the female flowers are unisexual, you may select a female plant which produce unisexual flowers like dioecious plants. In dioecious plants, what happens? The male plant and the female plant, they are separate. So male flowers are produced on male plant and female flowers are produced on female plants. Likewise, in monoecious plants, what happens? The male flowers and the female flowers are formed separately on the same plant. So if the female flowers selected for hybridization are unisexual, then emasculation is not required. Okay, in that case what happens? Emasculation is not required. If the female flowers are unisexual, then emasculation is not required. For example, in dioecious plants as well as monoecious plants. Okay, but right, whether emasculation is carried out or not doesn't matter. The flowers are bagged. They are covered with a bag in order to prevent contamination by undesirable pollen grains. Okay, fine. So this is about artificial hybridization. Okay, so artificial hybridization is used for plant breeding programs. Okay, artificial hybridization, it is used for plant breeding programs. Okay, now so questions from this section. Okay, from artificial hybridization. Write down question number 1. Define artificial hybridization. Question number 1. Define artificial hybridization. Question number 2. What are the major steps involved in artificial hybridization? Name them. That's the question number 2. Then question number 3. What is emasculation? I repeat, what is emasculation? Which type of flower does not require emasculation? Which type of flower does not require emasculation? Okay. Next, why bagging of flowers of female parent is essential? Why bagging of flowers of female parent is essential? Then fifth question, why rebagging is done after carrying out pollination artificially? Why rebagging is done after carrying out pollination artificially? Okay, so these are the questions from this section. So you write down. Okay, so there are only 5 questions. You write down. Okay, have a nice time.